The night of the fight, they weigh like a 20, 18 pounds more than you. Is difficult. It's more difficult, but my power is there. If you hear the punches, my power is different.
Yeah.
Going up 2 weight classes, really like 3. And early, I feel Terence will have great success. I mean, maybe he'll get Canelo's head snapped back or, you know, catch Canelo early.
Are great fighters, but I think Canelo's just too big, and you know they mistake him as being just a guy at 168, not a regular guy, and Crawford being the more talented. But that's not the case.
Canelo Alvarez has spoken out after watching Terence Crawford's new training clips, and his response showed a mix of respect and confidence. He admitted that Crawford's style has touches of Floyd Mayweather's smooth technique, and he acknowledged the hard work behind Bud's training. Still, Canelo made it clear he's not shaken. He respects Crawford's talent and power, but he firmly believes it won't be enough to beat him. With determination, Canelo stated he's ready to prove once again why he stands at the top.
Good, you know, because first of all is the respect. If they treat you with respect, you do the same thing. That's what I think. So, and I'm always try to do my best there. Not because I need it or because I need to, because I really appreciate everything.
Yeah, look, and you've been fighting pro now for what, more than 17 years, I believe?
Almost 20.
Wow, yeah, almost 20 years.
In October.
Wow.
I turned 20 years as professional fighter.
Experts often point out a big difference between how fighters face Terence Crawford and how they face Canelo Alvarez. Crawford, known for his sharp timing and ability to adjust, usually sees opponents willing to stand and trade with him. They respect his counters, but they don't run away from him. With Canelo, it's a different story. Many fighters circle around the ring, use constant movement, and focus on surviving rather than engaging. They know one clean power shot from him can change everything. Analysts say this is proof of Canelo's dangerous reputation. His punches carry not just physical damage, but also mental pressure, making opponents cautious before the first punch even lands. This contrast adds to the excitement of a potential Canelo vs. Crawford showdown. Crawford excels when rivals engage, while Canelo breaks fighters down with pressure and power.
I ain't even seen Gamboa run from Terence. As a matter of fact, I ain't even seen Victor Postal run from Terence. We ain't seen Madrimov in his last fight run from Terence but Crawford. But we do see people running away from Canelo Alvarez. People not trying to commit to Canelo Alvarez. We seen it with William Skull. Dude was just as cut up as anybody in the sport of boxing. Mother ever was running. The Cuban style, running. We already know that the Cuban school, man, they highly respected in the sport of boxing. He was running. Jamel Charlo, Iron Man Charlo. I ain't gonna say he wasn't running, but he wasn't committed. He wasn't committed the way that he was committed in the 154-pound division when he was knocking everybody else to get his titles, right? It was very uncharacteristic from Iron Man Jamel Charlo, a knockout artist, right? Even, I'm gonna tell you like this, even Dimitri Bivol was going at it with Canelo Alvarez. 1-2, but he was jumping right back out. Jumping right back out. He beat him in the style that Dimitri Bivol beat him. But it's not like he went out there and had that killer instinct and go for the gusto and stuff like that with Canelo Alvarez. He wasn't just trying to go out there and get him. He was beep, 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 jump back out, jump back out, beep, beep, jump back out. Hold on, I don't want to stay in the danger zone, right? Even though that he beat Canelo Alvarez, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Edgar Berlanga. We seen Edgar Berlanga using his footwork. We seen Edgar Berlanga using his footwork and stuff like that, right? He made a good account of himself, but he didn't commit the way he was committing versus Mantequilla and all his opponents, because Canelo Alvarez is different. Canelo Alvarez is dangerous. I've been hearing, of course, a lot of people saying that Bud Crawford is dangerous, but ain't nobody. I never saw nobody that fought Terence Bud Crawford had fear in their heart, fear in their eyes. Even when they was getting beat down from Terence Bud Crawford, they still stepped to Terence Bud Crawford.
Canelo's sparring partners, who know firsthand how hard he hits, have added their voices to the debate. One of them openly doubted Crawford's chances, saying he doesn't believe Bud can carry the extra weight effectively. His point is based on experience. Canelo has already beaten bigger men at higher divisions, including light heavyweights. Crawford, meanwhile, is stepping into new ground. Gaining muscle might make him stronger, but it could also slow him down. And since speed and precision are the keys to Crawford's style, even a small drop could hurt him badly. That sparring partner's opinion reflects a common concern. Against a puncher as powerful as Canelo, the physical burden of added weight might be too much for Crawford to handle.
I think Canelo's gonna win, but I tell everybody, man, as a business standpoint, I think it's gonna be a draw if it goes a distance. But I see Canelo getting the stoppage. I don't think Crawford's gonna carry that weight well. Even if he did put on weight, I don't think that was a good idea, especially coming up from a smaller guy. But it's gonna be a great fight. Two brains in the ring. It's gonna be.
Former world champion Fernando Vargas, one of Mexico's proud boxing figures, has spoken out strongly. He says Mexico needs Canelo Alvarez to win. For Vargas, Canelo is more than a great fighter. He represents national pride, carrying the legacy of legends like Julio Cesar Chavez. Canelo's victories go beyond personal success. They touch the hearts of millions of Mexican fans who see him as the face of their boxing tradition. Vargas respects Crawford's talent, but he stresses that the stakes are emotional. Mexico is counting on Canelo to defend its pride on the world stage, and Vargas believes he must rise to the occasion, not only for himself, but for his country.
You know what's crazy is, I'm a big Crawford fan as well. Like, every time he sees me and my brothers and my dad at fights, he comes out of his way, shakes our hand. It's all respect. But I just feel the weight's a little too much, Marcos. I feel it's going up 2 weight classes really like 3. And early, I feel Terence will have great success. I mean, maybe he'll get Canelo's head snapped back, or, catch Canelo early. Maybe I could see Terence Crawford go southpaw, because you see Canelo has had a bit of problems with southpaws. You could see Canelo, I could see him getting frustrated, picking him up like how he does, like when he gets frustrated. But I say 6th, 7th, 8th round on up, I think he'll figure him out. And we need Canelo to get a stoppage. If not, get a get a knockout. I think it'll be great for Mexico, and it'll be great for Razas. But I got Canelo, coming out with the victory.
Amir Khan, who has fought both men, gave his honest thoughts. Khan called Canelo a beast, pointing to his raw strength, his ability to take shots, and his devastating counters. Having faced Alvarez in 2016, Khan knows how punishing Canelo's power can be. His words carry weight, because he also knows Crawford's skills. Having been stopped by Bud in 2019, Khan respects both fighters, but he believes Canelo's size and physical strength give him a special edge. To Khan, Canelo brings a level of danger that even the most gifted fighters cannot ignore.
You've been in there with Canelo, you've been there with all the best.
Beast, man. I fought Canelo at his peak. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo's a beast. And he's a great man. He's a good family man as well. Got a lot of respect for him. I like him. We've always had mutual respect for each other. And he still has a picture of me and him in his front room. I saw on a documentary because he really thought that what was one of his biggest fights, like with the hype that he had and all that. So yeah, man, it was good times.
And then when people see that fight back, you're winning those early rounds.
Look, boxing was a 12-round fight. Even though I won them early rounds, he caught me with a good shot. He had the power, he had the strength. He was so big. I remember thinking, this is easy, I can hit him when I want. But then obviously I knew that when he hit me with a couple of them body shots and he hit me with them shots, I was like thinking, this guy can hit hard.
Some fans and analysts worry that a Canelo versus Crawford fight could suffer the same problem as Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. That long-awaited showdown was historic, but left many disappointed because of its slow pace and lack of action. The concern here is that both men might fight too cautiously, each respecting the other's strengths. Crawford could be hesitant to engage with a larger opponent, while Canelo might slow things down to avoid Crawford's counters.
Boxing is hanging on a thread. If Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford pulls a Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, there's no turning back. In this side of the pond, boxing is dead. Look, a lot of things is going to Saudi Arabia. David Benavidez, one of the phenoms in the sport of boxing, going to be performing in Saudi Arabia. Devin Haney going to be performing in Saudi Arabia. Just put this. Jerome Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz, if it would have came to fruition, was going to happen in Saudi Arabia. Boots Ennis, and Tio could have happened in Saudi Arabia. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia was going to happen in Saudi Arabia. So a lot of these big fight that it was planned was not going to be here. It's not going to be here. So for networks to trust the sport of boxing once again, this fight between Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford, whoever you pick, whoever you support, is more than just wins and losses. Doesn't matter. The fight has to win. Doesn't matter if Canelo Alvarez, doesn't matter if Terence Crawford win, lose. The fight has to win. Just like when it was Hagler versus Hearns on a Monday, prime time. Prime time, that was a fight on a Monday, prime time, free TV. They put up a wonderful performance to this day. People still remember, and it was only 3 rounds. Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, they better show out and entertain.
Boxing analyst Elam gave an important reminder. At the top level, skill alone isn't enough. Durability, composure, and experience against dangerous punchers matter just as much. Canelo Alvarez has already proven himself across divisions, from light middleweight to light heavyweight, showing resilience and adaptability each time. Crawford, however, is moving into unknown territory. Elam explained that while Crawford's skill is world-class, the question is how he'll handle Canelo's power. In fights like this, a single clean punch can decide everything. Canelo's comfort and experience at this level give him a clear edge, making Crawford's task even harder.
Crawford has to box and not care to want a crowd please. He has to stick and move. If he sits there too long with Canelo, I think Canelo, his defense is great. He'll be able to withstand it and take him in deep waters and win the fight.
Besides being a boxing coach, you're an expert in strength and conditioning.
Yes, sir.
Crawford never fought more than 154. Do you think bulking up, obviously he's bulking up, we're seeing the picture, he's moving up from 147, 54, 60, 68, he's gonna gain 15, 20, 30 pounds.
For sure.
Will that slow him down by around 5, 6, 7? The heart, the muscle, the oxygen you take. I mean, if your body's not used to fighting it at that size, it doesn't not make a difference.
It depends on what type of strength and conditioning they're doing too, though. So when you do explosive stuff and things like that, plyometric is different. But he has to bulk up, so he has to lift a little bit of weight. I'm pretty sure he has people with the knowledge and the proper money that he has to get the right people to do the right things.
That wraps up today's video. Stay tuned for the next one.